Hi, my name's Veronica, and today I'm doing the Sisterhood of World Vloggers award tag. That's a long title. I was tagged by Sylvia. Thank you so much for tagging me. I will link her channel below. Sylvia tagged me, so she had 10 questions that she made up, and I'm going to answer them now. And then I'm going to tag 10 girls, and I'm going to make up 10 new questions, and those girls will answer those questions. I know you haven't seen my face in a while, and if you want to know why I've been missing, I will leave an explanation in the down bar. If you don't care, then just keep watching, and I will be answering the questions now. Question number 1 asks for my favorite graphic novel or manga. And I'm going to be honest, I've never read either, and I probably never will read either. I know that they're very, very popular. I have friends that read them. I see them on BookTube all the time, especially Saga is becoming really popular right now. But I just don't see it as something that I will ever be interested in. Question number 2 asks, what is your favorite YA novel? And I couldn't pick my favorite YA novel of all time, so I picked my favorite YA novel from the past 6 months, and that would have to be Slated by Terry Terry. This is just a really captivating book. It has a really, really awesome, kick-butt female protagonist. Number 3 asks, what kind of nonfiction I enjoy reading? I don't read a whole lot of nonfiction. I read some Christian nonfiction on occasion. That's probably the most nonfiction that I own, but the nonfiction that I enjoy reading the most would have to be biographies. I love reading biographies. I'm weird because I love knowing things about people's lives. Number 4 asks if I have a procedure to filming, and if so, what it is. Mine's pretty simple. I have a little green notebook. I'll show it to you actually. Looks like this, and I write down, not a script, but if it's a tag video, I'll write down the questions. And if it's like a haul or a wrap-up, I'll write down all the books so that I don't forget any of them. I write them in here, and then I pull out a chair from my desk and sit it in front of my bookshelf. I sit the notebook under the chair. I sit my phone, which is my camera, on the chair, and then I pick out all the books that I'm going to be talking about, and then I start filming. Basically, number 5 asks for a book in which you felt represented. This could mean a book where you felt that your race was represented, your gender, your age, your profession even. I actually went with a book where I felt my illness was represented, and I picked It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. This is kind of an awkward thing to do right now, I guess, but perfect time, I guess, to bring up that 5 years ago I was diagnosed with clinical depression, and about 2 years ago I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. And in this book, the main character has depression and considers suicide quite frequently, and so he checks himself into a mental ward, and it's about his recovery. I knew I was being represented well because the author, Ned Vizzini, was also clinically depressed and actually spent time in a mental ward. Sadly, he did end up killing himself, but I know that he understood what he was writing about. And question number 6 asks for a book that has a positive portrayal of female friendship, and I picked the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. Friendship in this is between Rose Hathaway and Lisa Dragomir, or Lisa. Everybody I talk to says Lisa, but I've always read it Lisa. No idea what it's supposed to be. Maybe the movie tells me. I don't know. Never saw the movie. Will never see the movie. Anyway, I think this friendship has a very positive portrayal because you have 2 girls who will do absolutely anything for each other. They put each other first in every situation. Number 7 just asks for a female protagonist that you love. Gonna be honest, please don't hate me. Normally not a huge fan of female protagonists. I don't know why. I feel like for some reason authors always portray female protagonists as weak and whiny. Maybe it's just the books I've been reading. Maybe I need to read better books. But a lot of the time I don't like female protagonists. A lot of the time I just think it's the authors and their writing and the way society views women, which in turn is reflected in these books in a negative way. But a female protagonist that I really love and feel like is portrayed very well is Liesl from the book Thief. Liesl is very young, but she's also very, very strong-willed, very intelligent, and she works hard, she loves hard, and she reads a lot. Ironically enough, Liesl was written by a man. Just saying, whereas you have, for example, I love the Twilight books, but you have Bella, who is a whiny, can't do anything for herself character. written by a female. Just think about it. I'm going to apologize real fast if you can hear demons in the background. For some reason, my brother is playing it at the loudest possible volume that he can. Anyway, question number 8 asks for a female booktuber whose intelligence you admire. I obviously love all of the women that I watch on here. Everybody is super intelligent. I love hearing everyone's thoughts. But one person who stands out to me in particular is Jen from TodayInJensLibrary. I almost look at Jen as kind of my mother, and I hope she's okay with that. She does have 2 daughters that are older than me, I believe. But I feel like I just value everything she says because she's lived it. She's been through these things. And she just has such a wise and positive outlook on life. And I just admire her so much. 9 asks for a female booktuber who makes you laugh. And I picked Michelle from Iamnotaworm. Michelle is one of the first friends that I made on BookTube, and she is absolutely hilarious. She's got a very dry sense of humor. She's very sarcastic, very punny, and I could watch her videos all day long. Final question number 10 asks for some protagonists in your TBR pile that you look forward to meeting. I picked all girls because that's kind of what I thought the theme of this video was. So my first one is Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice, Tiffany from Silver Linings Playbook, Lena maybe, from Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. The last character that I have is Alice from Still Alice by Lisa Genova. I'm going to tag 10 girls to do this tag. I will leave a link to a video in the down bar, and you can click on the video and there will be your questions, the 10 questions I want you all to answer. I'm sorry if I mess up usernames. I just wrote down first names, so if I say the wrong username, I hope you just know that it's you. Number 1 is Luce from Lucy Reads, or Things Lucy Reads, I believe. Number 2 is Kiana from KeyReadThat&Etc. Number 3 is Michelle from Iamnotaworm. 4 is Mandy from OhitsMandi. 5 is Jen from TodayInJensLibrary. Number 6 is Josie from PiandBooks. 7 is Liv from That Liv Girl. Number 8 is Fonzie from BookParty. And number 9 is Rihanna from Little Library. I love watching all of your videos, and I cannot wait to see you answer my questions. For the rest of you, I will see you next time. Love you. Bye!